Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Mukli Zaki bin Nur Hisham, and today I want to present about mediated communication and media literacy. Why should you study mediated communication? You should study mediated communication because it will help you to think critically about the messages the media send to us and to make sure that you become more thoughtful as a media consumer. What is mediated communication? Mediated communication is the use of electronic messages to create meaning. Mediated communication is linear in nature. Communication flows primarily from the sender to the receiver with little or no feedback from the receiver to the sender. What is the meaning of mass communication? Mass communication is defined as a process in which professional communicators use technology to share messages over great distances to influence large audiences. For the mass communication, a professional communicator is the source, someone who shares information, ideas, or attitude with someone else. The source might be a television or a newspaper reporter, an author, or an announcer. Computer-mediated communication. Computer-mediated communication is human-to-human interaction using networked computer environments. Situation of the communication is interactive. We can use an email or a meeting such as Google Meet, Zoom, and others. By using computer-mediated communication, you are both a sender and receiver of communication. What are the mass media? The mass media serve a variety of purposes in our life, such as to inform, to persuade, and to entertain. The mass media act as a source of information.
Now I would like to continue about primary advantages and primary problem for newspaper. For primary advantages, consider it a time, taste, and reliable source of information, often present both objective and editorialized coverage of issue. And for primary problem, some more credible than other, not as fast as other medium in terms of getting the word out. And now I would like to continue about primary advantages and primary problem for TV and radio. For primary advantages, because of technology, perhaps the faster course of information, and primary problem is a rapid release of information can result in transmitted or inaccurate story. Now I would like to continue about primary advantages and primary problem for news magazine. For primary advantages, provide in term coverage of important national interests. For primary problem, slower cost of information because they are published less pre-quality. Now for the internet, primary advantages is fast and readily accessible, and primary problem is lack of editorial control and accountability. Questionable costs may be employed. For professional journal, primary advantages is a good courses of information because editorial board carefully review article to publication, and primary problem is they are writing for specialized audience and often use jargon that is difficult for an ordinary person to understand. Now I would like to talk about the effect of the mass media. The firstly is inclusive behavior and negative and positive. The secondly is shaping culture, and people depends on the mass media to inform them. And the thirdly is gatekeeping, determine what news information or determine will reach a mass audience. Now I would like to continue the effect of the mass media. The firstly is agenda setting. Media pay attention to certain topic. They determine or set agenda for what topic are discussed by individual or society. And the lastly is issue determined important by the media become significant issue in the mind of the public. And the secondly is perpetually stereotype. And the lastly mass media perpetually stereotypes. And now about subverting prevention, the cultivating effect suggests that heavy television and media use lead people to the private reality as consistent with the portrayals they see on television. Now, I would like to talk about computer mediated communication, or we call CMC. CMC in 1990, CMC become a common communication tool. CMC come in numerous form, and CMC have a two type, that is size horrendous and ice horrendous.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ayub bin Muhammad Talib. I will continue with computer mediated communication. Okay, first, synchronous communication occur when member of the communication interaction are able to interest in real time and each participant in simultaneously a sender and receiver, like face-to-face conversation or telephone call. Second is asynchronous communication occur when the communication interaction has delay and each participant must take turn being the sender and receiver. For example, keep in touch with friend or family by mail. Okay, five of the common type of CMC. First, instant messaging and chat. Instant messaging is a text-based form of synchronous communication that allow user to connect to computer over the internet and have a conversation through their computer. And second, audio video conferencing uses the internet or a network to connect two or more multimedia capable computer for live interactive conversation using visual and auditory and channel of communication. And third, multi-user environment, web-based virtual work where participants can interact and engage in fantasy role-playing for less functional than email and video conferencing. And fourth, electronic mail or email use the internet or computer network to send addressable message to another person connected to their internet network. And the last, bulletin board system, that based asynchronous communication tool that allow you to disseminate information to a large number of people. Okay, CMC and communication process. CMC allow individual to communicate on a personal level And second, CMC communication environment were less detailed but stronger than those formed as a result of face-to-face interaction. And third, the digital divide is a growing gap between those who has access to technology and those who do not. Okay, CMC vs face-to-face. CMC does not allow a full display or non-verbal behavior to be utilized. CMC is more dependent on interpretation of the written word, which has the potential to reduce both the depth and breadth of communication. Okay, media literacy. The mass media blur the distinction between news and entertainment. The mass media both entertain and inform, so viewer must understand how to interpret mediated message. And Gaber 2000, the media critic created which are developing cultivation theory suggests the following. First, to governor develop an understanding of how mediated message are created. Second, recognize the motive behind what the media do. And last, understand that image found in the media content value and ideologies. Okay. Uh, Governor 2000, the media critic create which developing cultivation theory suggests the following. First, develop an understanding on how mediated messages are created. Second, recognize the motive behind what the media do. And last, understand the image found in the media content value in ideology. That's all. Thank you.